Well, that was something. Surprise, it's Doug.
Hey, it was.
First off, happy birthday to our very own Andrew. The ripe old age of 43 or 42.
Sure as
43.
hell,
I was right.
43. Sure as hell don't look like it.
Yeah.
Sure as hell don't look like it, folks.
So, I mean, Andrew did a great job of recapping the Elimination Chamber, but unfortunately, I was extremely busy Sunday night, so I couldn't make it. But so we're gonna kick off by I'll just quickly give my thoughts on things, but then we're gonna get into Raw where my girl Io Sky got her title back, and we had Chad Gable with some vignette where he's trying these lucha dark arts or some shit. More friction with the Judgment Day.
Yep.
Except this time now they're trying to suck Braun Breaker into the Judgment Day vortex.
Oh, Braun Breaker's gonna kill him.
Yep, probably.
He murdered Carlito on Monday.
We had the War Raiders in a title defense. We had
two title matches on the card.
Yeah. We had CM Punk
3 actually
loses goddamn mind.
Yep.
And set up a steel cage match with Seth Rollins next week at Madison Square Garden.
Yep.
But before we get into all that, birthday boy, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, man.
It's birthday time. A little older, a little wiser.
Did you have a nice dinner?
Yeah, with the Kelseys.
No, right on. Kelsey's is always a good time.
Yeah, their menu's pretty decent for what it was. So
last time we went to Kelsey's, the Raptors won a championship. So
true. And the Raptor game was happening to be on tonight too, anyway. So.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
Playing Orlando.
I didn't even know. But yeah, man. I have a quick question before we get into the wrestling stuff.
Sure.
He's so close. Does Ovechkin break Gretzky's record this year?
There's 21 games left.
And he needs 11 goals.
It's possible he's going to do it.
He's 10 away from tying. He's 11 away from breaking it.
He'll probably do it.
And for those that don't know,
I'm okay if he breaks it. I have everybody there. I'm okay if he breaks it.
I've been saying this for a solid 5-6 years. Alex Ovechkin is the greatest goal scorer I've ever seen.
I've always been more of an Ovechkin guy compared to Crosby. I know how un-Canadian that is, and I know he's Russian.
Yep.
But I've always been an Ovechkin guy over a Crosby guy. I just find I find Ovechkin has done more with less than Crosby ever did.
I completely agree with you. I have always favored Alex Ovechkin. They're both Hall of Famers. They're both generational.
He's also
talents.
a Leaf killer. He's a Leaf killer. Like,
oh God, is he ever?
Yeah. So
I mean, yeah. Well,
yeah. Legitimately a Leaf killer. Anyway, though. Let's get on this. Let's go on to DA wrestling here.
Yeah. So yeah. Although I think one day we should bring back DA Sports.
Should.
Just a one-off.
Yeah. So you want to talk about all Elimination Chamber or just
just some highlights. Just some highlights for me. I'm just gonna go over quickly. Like I will say, top to bottom.
Yeah.
This was one of the best events I've watched in the last calendar year.
Okay.
Since WrestleMania last year.
That's a pretty bold statement considering how good Survivor Series was, how good Backlog was.
I'm not taking anything away from that. I'm just saying, for my own personal enjoyment.
Yep.
I think both chamber matches were absolutely awesome.
Yep.
Liv Morgan deserves a fucking award for the beating she took.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard Bianca whip somebody with her hair that loud. And I don't know if you saw pictures of the marks. I don't know if you saw pictures of the marks afterwards.
Yeah, she was beat up badly.
I mean, and then of course we had the return at the very beginning of the match of Jade Cargill,
Yeah.
which I like what they did here because Naomi and Bianca came out wearing white.
Yep.
As soon as I saw Jade wearing the black, I was
Yep.
like, "Oh, they done fucked up."
Oh yeah.
And by the way, Bianca's acting in the pod, not being able to do anything while Naomi is just getting absolutely decimated by Jade Cargill,
Yep.
I think was phenomenal.
Well,
Um,
I said on the recap from DA Wrestling here that I think Naomi's the patsy here.
oh, I think Naomi got set up. I think Bianca did this.
Yeah, I think Bianca's the one that did it.
Hmm.
She set up Naomi because Naomi because for the record here, if you put someone out and they come back, you're not running for the hills. You're fighting. And she wasn't even fighting. She took
Hmm.
a beating like I've never seen a beating.
And I will say the spot that they managed to pull off, I mean, it looked as like way safer and um but with Jade slamming the door
Yeah, yeah,
on Naomi. I've never in the what 23 years that the Elimination Chamber has been a concept.
yeah,
I've never seen it used like that, and I thought that was really cool.
yeah.
Um, and then I'll just kind of get right in this the Owen Zane match of the year contender so far.
Yeah, from what I understand, so they didn't shave any of that stuff down either. They went very realistic. Reports came out today about how that barbed wire chair they used
Mm.
wasn't really killed. Most of the time they trimmed the stuff down a little bit or something, so it's not less of a scrap impact. Not Kevin and Sammy here. They went full throttle.
And you know what? I expect nothing less from these two. They always go balls out against each other.
Yep.
Um, and the nice return of Randy Orton at the end, that's probably Mania for Owens.
That
I
well,
actually think I actually think Zayn misses WrestleMania.
that's kind of what I alluded to actually on the show too, on the recap.
Yeah.
That I think Sammy's taking this WrestleMania off, and I think it's gonna be Kevin versus Randy.
I would not be surprised if we don't see Sami Zayn until around SummerSlam. Or yeah,
And well deserved
or
time off.
maybe the post Mania Saudi show.
Yeah.
But those two, I was just in awe. I always am
Yep.
watching these two. Um, I'm always in awe with these two and with the freedom they had with this unsanctioned.
Yeah.
Um, it was and the lighting, the mood. Uh, I mean, masterpiece. That's what that match was. It was a masterpiece. And I'm not talking about Chris Masters.
No.
Um, the men's chamber match. What else can you say? Um,
Drew got eliminated early.
well,
So much
again,
for that
there
theory that Drew was gonna win.
yeah. So there was a report that came out from the only guy that had Jey Uso
Yeah.
winning the Royal Rumble that Drew was going to win. This came
Yeah.
out like Friday night.
Yeah.
And so like people were very skeptical about it and like I didn't pay no mind to it. I rarely do.
Yeah.
Um I rarely do pay mind to like spoilers,
Yep.
but I was like it does not make sense for Drew to win this match. And I had said it before, right? Like it was basically either Punk or Cena.
Yeah. Maybe Priest, but
Yeah,
Punk and Cena for
maybe
sure.
yeah. But I think with Cody being the one that they were gonna face,
Yeah.
I think, it was kind of a foregone conclusion it was gonna be Punk or Cena.
Yeah.
Rollins screwed Punk,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
and for those that for those that kind of weren't ready for what's coming next, like the way Cena capitalized after that
Yeah.
reeked of desperation, which is fine. That's what kind of people were understanding.
Yeah.
But what a heel thing to do.
Yeah.
Dude gets taken out by somebody that wasn't you, and you get to capitalize on it.
Yep.
So Cena wins the match. He's going to WrestleMania. This is old news.
Yeah.
The next 20 minutes might be the most shocking 20 minutes of WWE television I've ever seen.
Now,
I
I
have
made a point on there to say it's not as big as the Hogan one due to the fact that it's about 15
if
years probably too late.
if the Hogan turn is number 1, this is number 2
Yeah.
in
I'm not
all of
saying
pro wrestling.
it's. I didn't. I said I'm correct. I go back on the show there. I never said it was not. People on stage were saying that it's right up there as like 1 and 1. I'm
Mhm,
like, no,
mhm.
it's more like number 2. But like, it was definitely shocking. Like
Now,
nobody saw it coming. Like nobody saw it.
depending
And when you think about it, we should have.
yeah, depending on the follow through, where they go next from here,
Yeah.
this may be better than Hogan.
How long do you think it goes for? Because I don't think he go. I think he's a heel for WrestleMania.
It'll go up to Survivor Series.
Yeah.
I think you get The Rock versus Cena at Survivor Series.
Really.
Yeah. I think that's how this ends.
The heel turn ends.
Yep.
Because I've heard a lot of reports out there that the way he's going to go out when his last match will be with Randy.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Cena can still be the champion throughout the rest of the year. And by the way, yes, I this story does not work unless John Cena is going to win the title at WrestleMania.
He is. Do you okay? Did you enjoy the about 10 to 12 minutes you got with just John Cena and Punk going at it?
Yes. Yes, I really enjoyed the so watching their segment at the end after Rollins was eliminated. Watching their segment at the end, I felt like I was watching Money in the Bank 2011.
Yeah. So the one where Rollins got put out to the side for a little bit, where he was like taking a rest break, and you had
Mm.
Cena him just go for a while. That was fantastic.
And to be honest, something else I've never seen in the middle of a match is, two guys hugging it out,
Yeah, that was interesting. I
right?
mean, it's no secret that Punk and John are very good friends. There's no secret.
Yep,
He used to make bets on Blackhawks and Bruins games all the time.
right. And so the only thing that if I'm WWE, I'd like to have back on that heel turn
What's that?
is the involvement of Travis Scott.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that apparently he injured Cody by, I guess it
So
was by accident. I'm assuming.
Meltzer came out today
Yeah,
and said that the slap that Travis Scott gave Cody
yeah.
but busted an eardrum and gave him a black eye.
Black Eye I could see busting eardrum. I don't really believe too much, but
I don't know. But apparently there's rumors that he's training uh to wrestle,
oh, lovely.
and there's a good chance we see him in the ring.
Ugh.
Um Now, to be fair, there's a very high bar set by Bad Bunny.
Yeah, very high bar.
There's a very high bar that Bad Bunny is set when it
Yeah,
comes to celebrity wrestlers. Um,
yeah.
you know what? I'm here for it. I
I
have
don't even know who the
watched.
hell Travis Scott is. So all I know is that he does hip hop. That's all I know now.
I'm I'm not big on Travis Scott either, but meh. Um, what I was going to say is, like, for me,
Yep.
being 9 years your junior,
Mm-hmm.
when John Cena first debuted, I was 10 years old.
Ooh.
I had not turned 11 yet. I was
19.
10 years old when John Cena
Yep.
first came on. And me, like everybody else, took a real liking to him in 03, 04. And then to watch him be the face of the company for 20 years.
Yep.
Well, more like 15, but sure. Then, and I've heard him talk about with Chris Van Vliet that he was supposed to turn heel before the first Rock match
Yep.
at Mania 28,
Yeah.
but they didn't pull the trigger on it.
Yeah.
This makes perfect sense that they do it now because Cena hasn't won a singles match in 2,500 days.
Yeah.
He knows his time is running out,
Yeah.
and there is some things that he still wants to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
So he figures his best chance to do that
Mm-hmm.
is with The Rock. Now, that being said, as this whole thing was setting up, Rock's making his entrance,
Yeah.
Cody's already in the ring, and Cena's there. I remember saying to myself, if Cody says no, Cena's gonna turn.
Yeah.
And this is as Rock and Travis Scott are coming to the ring. I didn't even think that was actually a reality.
Yeah.
Which leads me to this question. Who delivered Go Fuck Yourself better? Christian or Cody Rhodes?
Christian.
Only because it was to Edge, right?
No, because he hugged him first, then said it. While hugging him.
um I
Like the
but I love
ultimate. That's the ultimate go after yourself.
I love the conviction in Cody's voice when he said it, and I thank you, WWE, for not censoring this.
Yeah, they didn't censor it at all. Actually, quite surprised by that. But then again, it's a
Right.
different era.
Yep. But sure as shit, I was right. And they go to embrace. And when I saw Cena's expression changed, my jaw hit the floor.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that face too, I'm like, yeah, definitely happened.
Yeah, my jaw hit the floor. And I was literally sitting on this couch with my head in my hands like this as I'm watching this beatdown.
Was that your
I have
childhood?
not,
Just go up and smoke?
right?
I mean, I had Mike's childhood go up and smoke when the Undertaker lost to Roman Reigns. So yeah,
I mean, I figured your childhood would have went up in smoke when Hogan turned.
I was already a stone cold guy at that point.
But that all being said, I absolutely love the attention this is getting.
Yeah,
Jon Stewart talked about it on The Daily Show
Stephen
and
A.
tried
talked about it.
ESPN. This story was all over ESPN Monday morning.
Yeah,
All the talk shows were talking about it. Yeah, it's a big story when you got fucking First Take.
yeah.
Which, by the way, did you hear what Shannon said?
No,
He said, "Hey Cody, you, me, and we'll grab one other guy, and we'll take out The Rock, Cena, and Travis Scott." Like Shannon Sharp's fucking dusty ass ain't gonna get in there.
Shannon Sharp's still pretty big for his age.
But you know what? I loved everything about this event,
Yeah,
honestly. From the atmosphere, being in the Rogers Center, which, I mean, is probably my favorite venue, period. I mean, we love going to watch the Jays play down there a couple times a
True.
year.
It's true.
And yeah, just in ring, everything delivered. Even I mean, I know we glossed over it, but even like the Tiffany, Trish, Nia, and Candace match was good for what it was,
Yeah, it was good for what it was.
right?
Yeah, for
And
sure.
yeah, and so now we're on the road to WrestleMania, and Raw opens up with CM Punk, and I'll let
Yeah.
you take it from here.
Yeah, I opened up to CM Punk this week, and he went off like a bat out of hell.
Some are calling it one of the best promos of his career.
It's up there. I mean, to be honest, like it's you talk about that thing there. Like you gotta think pipe bomb, the
Or
pipe bomb
this.
episode. That's up there. Like this one's up there. Like he scorched the earth with the Rock.
Mm-hmm.
But what he said to John, Jesus. Like he even brought the kids into it.
Not
Like,
the kids, man. Not the kids.
like he even brought the children into it.
But he's right.
He's right
John
though, yeah.
Cena.
Like like you fed them all. Like we can't see you. We can all see you now. See right through you. Like whoa.
And we were just talking about the Hogan turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was everybody saying about Hogan when he turned, right?
Oh yeah, he
You were preaching the training and the prayers and the
vitamins.
vitamins,
Yeah,
and you're
like
full of shit.
yeah, like he scorched earth. That like it was this like, and to be honest, you nobody else could have done that better than CM Punk. Nobody. Because he went off.
Nope. No, I'm with you.
Like,
I'm with you.
I don't even think what Cody's gonna say on SmackDown will even be close to what Punk says.
Yeah,
And
Cody's
Cody
got
got the
some
crowd kicked out of him,
Cody's got some competition, man.
right?
I'm very excited to see the first promo from Cena after this.
He's apparently not gonna be back for at least a couple weeks. He's
The
off.
17th.
Yeah.
The 17th is going to be when Cena comes back, which is not next Monday, it's the Monday after.
Yeah. So after Punk was done destroying Cena, he goes, now the guy who has my complete undivided attention. And he went off on Rollins. He even brought Becky into it.
Oh, did you follow what happened after this on Twitter?
Yeah, Becky put up a post. I'm not too sure really what it said, but I think she deleted it after.
Yeah, um so for Punk saying, Becky, come get your man,
Yeah.
uh Becky decided to stir the shit. Quote tweeted something about Roxanne and Punk wearing matching gear.
Oh yeah.
And then the caption that Becky Lynch wrote was something like, "Catching up on Raw. I don't think it's me that needs to come get my man."
Yeah, maybe somebody can come get their wife or something like that, or
No, it's like there's this weird thing among wrestling fans that like assume that because Punk is a mentor or something to Roxanne that they're fucking sleeping together.
yeah, people need to stop thinking that stuff.
Wrestling fans are fucking weird.
Yeah, I don't think they're sleeping together at all.
Stop
He's
it.
also
Get
friends
some
with
help.
Corey. He's also friends with Corey Jade as well.
Yeah.
He helped train Corey Jade.
Yep.
Like it's not like it's one of these things where, like people are allowed to have friends who are women, you know that, right? Like it's
Yeah.
2025.
Not even the fact it's 2025, bro. It's like I've been having these same arguments with people since I was like fucking 9 years old.
Yeah, not everybody is Macho Man Randy Savage and Stephanie McMahon. Or Edge and Lita.
Ooh. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
The better reference would have been not everybody is Triple H and Stephanie.
Or Edge and Lita.
Or Edge and Lita. See, better example.
Yeah.
I don't know why you had to bring a conspiracy theory into it.
Oh, I just felt like doing it. But anyway, after he goes off on Seth a little bit, Seth comes out, and well, before Seth can even make it halfway down the ramp, Punk's already meeting him, and they're beating the lever-loving crap out of each other the entire night, all over the building in Buffalo, which leads to next week a steel cage match at the Mecca of all Meccas, Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. And
So my
that match has
question
been
at this point actually is this: do you think Rollins ties it between Punk?
yes.
Okay.
And then they'll do the rubber match at WrestleMania.
So you think Roman's not involved?
No, I think Roman
Takes this year
more
off?
than no. I think Roman. Well, I mean, Roman might get involved because Seth did take him out, but I think you can. I think there's enough fuel in the tank. You can do.
Oh, do Roman versus Jacob Fatu would be the best one out of all
Yeah,
of them.
that's what I was going to say. Right,
Yeah.
Jacob Fatu's been on this warpath
Yeah.
lately, trying to show Solo like I don't fucking need you.
Oh, he don't trust Solo in the slightest.
I know he doesn't.
So
I know he doesn't.
uh
But it's too early for Jacob to turn on Solo. I could see that being Backlash in Mexico City.
fair enough.
I was right on that, right? Like Backlash is in
I
Mexico
think it's in
City.
Mexico, yes.
Yeah.
So moving on though. All right. I'm gonna give you the opportunity right now. Feel free to gloat.
I was
I'm
not very
waiting.
I was not very optimistic at first. Uh but when I watched this, I was like, fuck yeah. Okay, it's no secret Io Sky is my favorite wrestler in the women's division all of WWE.
Fair enough.
I think she can tear the house down with just about anybody. Um, and they pulled the trigger.
Yeah,
I think
like
it was for most people, it was a foregone conclusion that Rhea was going to take on Bianca. I mean, yes, I know. I'm gonna serve one to you in a second, but um, Io Sky last year loses the title as a heel.
yeah.
Worked her ass off the rest of the year, has become this wicked babyface, and now she's getting rewarded with getting the women's world title. Um, Now, that being said, tentatively, it is Io Sky versus Bianca Belair, but you were saying to me earlier,
Now, I may mention this on review maybe four. Rumor is this is going to be a three-way at WrestleMania. The way Ripley lost, even though she doesn't blame, she has a right to blame somebody, and she should put her in probably that match as a triple threat for Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea. Now, my counter to that, because I think Naomi was the patsy, is I think Jade Cargill may or may not get inserted into that match. And it might be a
you know how
four-way for that title.
you know how I think this is actually going. They're gonna slow burn that shit.
Probably. In fact, there might be a backlash or the night after. Or no, I don't think.
I don't even think you're gonna get the true reveal till closer to Backlash. I think Jade is just gonna pair off with Naomi. I think that's gonna be Jade's WrestleMania is with Naomi. Um, and then once everything starts playing out, you're going to get
Bianca Belair is going to win the title at WrestleMania.
100%.
Jade Cargill is going to face her at Backlash and win the title off of Belair.
That would be great.
And that's your
I
champion
think
next year.
I think that's a perfect way to put a bow on that story.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be fair, we were all assuming they were just going to strap a rocket ship to Jade Cargill last year. And,
Although I'm not opposed to Io Sky keeping the title retaining.
Neither am I.
So
trust me, neither am I.
Yeah.
What's up with Chad Gable going to the Lucha Dark Arts bullshit?
So the Lucha Dark Arts man with Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Chad Gable is going to bring somebody with him from Mexico. Which leads us to this story here. Since he was in Mexico now looking for the ways to how to be a luchador and beat a luchador, he must become a luchador. Which leads us to this. He was going to bring somebody back from Mexico with him. In fact, somebody that Penta knows very, very well.
It's his brother.
His word is Rey Fenix has been let go of his AEW contract.
And is imminently on his way to WWE.
WWE. So is it possible that Mr. Gable is going to bring Rey Fenix with him? Not realizing that Rey Fenix is Penta's brother?
Yes. Oh, that would be awesome. Because Chad Gable is actually such a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Is it possible that's what happens?
Please. Now, that being said, I've enjoyed what Penta has done solo since coming in.
Yep.
And I don't want them to just immediately throw him with Rey. I don't need Lucha Brothers right away. I think you can make that connection. I think that you can, explain to the audience, okay, they're brothers. They've been tag team champions all over the world, but right now Penta's doing his own thing.
Yep.
Because I think that there's a very big match with Braun Breaker that Penta can do. Sometime close.
I think Breaker is going to put that title on the line against Penta and Finn, probably at Mania.
I just thought of the best fucking way that WWE can capitalize on being in Mexico City for Backlash.
Penta versus Phoenix.
No. Penta versus Breaker, and Penta gets the Intercontinental title.
Oh, I can do that too.
Because everyone in WWE is super high on Penta, man. Penta's killing it.
Penta's doing a great job. He's doing way more that being said, I'm not upset about Penta's stuff in AEW. I like his stuff in AEW quite a lot, actually. It's one of the reasons why I became more of a fan of Penta in AEW was because of AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
But WWE is using him to a better extent in WWE than AEW ever was. Because AEW, at this point, wants Will Ospreay. And it's hard not to want Will Ospreay.
Man, him and Fletcher are about to just tear that ring apart at Revolution next weekend, aren't they?
Yeah. Moving on,
same with Omega and Takeshita.
Oh, yeah. Moving on, though. With two more title matches on Raw tonight. All right, Lyra Valkyria. Now, so far, what I said with the Lyra Valkyria and Ivy Nile stuff might come out to be some true. I said Ivy Nile will probably lose the first match, but she'll win the title at WrestleMania. Step one's done so far.
Ivy Nile was unsuccessful.
Yep. And the fight, Creed brothers lost. I think the Creeds might actually win at WrestleMania too.
By the way, did you see that insane shooting star press by Julius?
Yeah, crazy.
I have not seen one like that since I saw Brock Lesnar do it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is with white boys doing that shooting star press, but Jesus Christ, especially the big white boys.
And I'd be remiss to not talk about really quickly or mention AJ Styles having an interview about John Cena turning heel. And Karrion Kross comes out of nowhere, gives a big hug, says, "Why would you be surprised by this?" It's our weekly Karrion Kross, how funny he is type segment of the show.
Karrion Kross is becoming a national treasure,
Yeah.
and he needs to be protected at all costs.
Yeah, he's fantastic. Did you see that part?
Yes.
It was hilarious.
Man, I love what Karrion Kross has been doing, especially since they very quietly broke up the Final Testament. If AJ's his next program, I'm all the way down.
Well, AJ's set to probably call out Logan Paul and have a match with Logan Paul at WrestleMania.
Well,
But
you have 2 nights to fill.
it's true.
Um,
Anyway, folks, that was basically Doug's take on Elimination Chamber. That was Raw in a nutshell.
is that what just we're not just going to call it Raw review anymore. We'll just
It's
call it Raw in
basically
a nutshell.
pretty much Raw in a nutshell.
Gotcha.
What was up? Anyway, thanks for listening to the content, guys. Appreciate it. Make sure you follow us on all our socials there. DA Wrestling or DA Sports Pod, whichever you feel like you want to look up there. D Lions 1991, AMP 1982, DA Sports on TikTok. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe there on YouTube, Spotify, as well as the Podbean if you're listening to that right now, or even on Apple, because apparently we're on some kind of weird Apple thing. Anyway,
Apple Mail.
what?
A lot of our downloads come from Apple Mail.
Apple Mail. So,
And honestly, I saw we're getting some stuff from Singapore, some downloads from Bangladesh. Welcome.
welcome. Thank you very much, guys. We appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a good one. DA Wrestling
Get you down the road.
out.